What's going on, guys? It's HumbleZeus here, bringing you a new series on the channel. Welcome to Game Chat. Now, I've been thinking of doing a new series on the channel for a very long time. I had no idea what it was going to be, but I was like, I need something new, something fresh. And I looked back at what I did when I very first started my channel. And one thing that I noticed that I did, and one of the few things I can say I'm proud about of my older self in the channel, was the idea to do something called Sunday Gaming, where I chose a game that I'd never played on the channel, meaning it was something that wasn't Call of Duty, wasn't Battlefield. I don't know what else I was playing back then, but it wasn't really a shooter. It could be any game. There were times where it was shooters, and I played it, and I recorded it, obviously put it up, and I just had a lot of fun with those episodes. Those episodes were really special to me because I could do something that I didn't normally have to do. I didn't have to do a standard formal commentary. I could just be like, fuck, I lost the game. Like, I could do that. And I kind of thought, like, let me use an element of that. Let me bring variety back to my channel. I felt like recently I've done something that I really didn't want to do, and I stifled creativity and trying new things on my channel. Say, oh, I'm trying this out, but I'm trying the same things. I'm still playing FPS games, I'm still playing shooters, I'm still playing, standard AAA titles. I'm not doing anything that I haven't done before. And so, with that being said, I was like, this seems like a really cool idea. So I kind of mixed it with another idea of what I want to do. So Sunday Gaming has a big impact on this. This will include games that I never ever play. So as you can tell, I'm playing Loadout. I've never played Loadout on the channel, as far as I know, and as far as you know. So this will be a fun game to play, and it really is fun. I really enjoyed this game, and I'm definitely going to be playing a lot more. So if you guys have it, you want to play, send me a message, send me a friend request, and we can jump right into that. But I also want to do, and why it's called, the primary reason why it's called Game Chat is because it's talking about games, gaming news, gaming in general. Anything that has to do with gaming can show up on Game Chat, be it a game that we dislike and we want to rant about, or a game that we love and we want to spaz out about, be like, we love this game, oh my god, we can't wait to see sequels. Whatever, anything gaming related can be on Game Chat. That's kind of what I want it to be, that's why it's called Game Chat. But hopefully, I'm hoping that one day, maybe once the series gets really established on the channel, we can open up and we can do a ton more things. We can talk about anything that you guys want to talk about. So it doesn't have to even be related to games. It could be food, for all I know. You can talk about what's your favorite dish. And I can go into like a 6-minute tirade about what my favorite dish is. All these fun, cool stuff that we can do. So, for the first episode, the pilot of Game Chat, we're talking about pre-ordering in the Order 1886. Two things that I really want to talk about. I've been meaning to make videos about, but I'm gonna save them for the first episode of Game Chat. So, starting off with pre-ordering, I've made it a commitment. I've made a commitment to myself, a promise to myself, kind of like a New Year's resolution to myself. I will not be pre-ordering games this year. You might be like, what? I'm sorry. You're not gonna pre-order nothing? Nothing. I'm not pre-ordering anything. Even games that I absolutely really want to pre-order. Evolve is a game I really want to pre-order, but I'm not going to do it. The new Batman game, I want to pre-order, but I'm not going to do it until those games are out. I'm not, going to throw any money at them. None. And why I did it is because this year has been very disappointing. Not in terms of the games. The games have actually been relatively good, I haven't really had any issues with them. But, well, I'm gonna rephrase that sentence. I've had issues. But, in terms of how many good games we've gotten compared to how many bad games we've gotten, I think the ratio from good to bad is, leaning towards good. Now, that being said, the reason I'm not gonna pre-order games is simply because, lots of them have been lying. Destiny is probably the best example of a game that I can think of currently that lied straight out. We saw so much content, we saw so much build-up for a world that, had a really rich story, a really nice-looking world to explore, and so much content, and what we got was a bunch of standard missions, it felt like side quests. Nothing felt like a main, everything felt like some side quest, and I was like, that's not what this game is supposed to be. There's supposed to be so much in here for us to, explore and discover, but we just found ourselves running through the same course over and over and over again. And it's a big disappointment for those who pre-ordered it like me, who was like, I really want this game. I want this game to be good. I got home, I played it, I thought I loved it, and I kind of rated it, and I was like, this game is not too bad. And I kind of hope that, more content would be released, something similar to how GTA does it, but maybe throwing more of the story in. And that's not at all what happened. And so, for me, that was a waste of money. The game itself is a waste of money in my eyes, and the pre-order was a waste of money. And there have been so many other games. Assassin's Creed has been an absolute waste of money for a lot of people. and so many more. Call of Duty for some people was a waste of money and a pre-order. So for me, pre-ordering games is just not going to happen anymore. I can't, justify it, and I'm not going to do it. Even though I saw today, Evolve sent out a tweet like, hey, if you pre-order the game, you get a new monster. I already want the game. Don't tease me with this. Don't put that behind a pre-order. I want it, but I can't do it. So that's kind of my feelings on pre-orders, and I want you guys to leave your opinion on pre-orders down below, as always. I always want to engage. What do you guys think? Are you guys going to continue pre-ordering, or have you kind of been burnt out by this kind of careless lack of respect for the consumer about pre-orders? Because for me, I've been a bit burnt out. So, moving on to the Order 1886. Now, going back to pre-orders, this is a game I'm actually really interested in, but can't currently get behind. If you can get what I mean. Like, I can't get behind the game due to the way it works, but my desire to own the game is not like, it's still there. I want to own this game. Now, the reason I say this is because the Order itself looks awesome. Like, the game itself, the premise itself is really interesting. The game itself looks fantastic. Like, graphically, it looks good. I don't think Destiny level, but, it still looks pretty good. A really next-gen game. But what kills it for me, what really clinches it, is the gameplay. The gameplay is QTE all over the place. Everywhere is QTE from what I've seen. All the gameplay that I've seen from this game has had at least 1 or 2 QTE moments. And you might be like, 1 or 2 is not that bad. No, but when I see it all over the place, everywhere has to have a QTE moment. I'm like, I don't feel engaged if the action is broken up by QTE. It doesn't feel organic. If I get stabbed because, I didn't press a button fast enough, I don't feel that's fair. As opposed to if I was organically fighting and I blocked, just because I could hold the block, I don't have to time it, I could just hold the block or something. That's organic to me because I can choose how I want to play that, and I don't like QTEs taking that away from me. So I can't get behind it because the QTE sections are so prominent, along with a bunch of other things. There are so many glitches from what I understand, but I'm hoping that's just because that was not really the final build. Obviously I expect there to be a lot of bugs in it. Same thing with a lot of games. Battlefield Hardline had those, and that was early beta. And I can't wait for the next beta, but as it stands, that game was super glitchy when I played it, but I still had so much fun with it. So, I'm not too bothered by the glitches. I'm mainly bothered by the gameplay style seeming to be like, they're going to take you out the action so that you can do exactly how they want it, how it's scripted to be. That's not really fun to me. So, until that point, I can't get behind the Order 1886. But I really do hope that they change that and that the game will be really fantastic to play, because I'm really interested in it. So Evolve, even though I wasn't really going to talk about Evolve, I mentioned that I really loved Evolve, and I'm looking forward to that, and I'm hoping that the Order 1886 is not just a QTE spam fest, and it'll be a really fun game. Pre-orders, I'm not going over those. Again, I'm upset. Alright? So hopefully you guys enjoyed the first episode of Game Chat. I hope you guys will contribute your own comments. If you do, and you have a topic that you really want to talk about that's related to gaming, be it controversial or not, leave me a comment. If I see it and I really think it's good, I'll credit you and I'll talk about it in the next one. These episodes are going to go up on Sunday, even though this episode went up on Tuesday, because I made a mistake in the editing and recording. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you guys later. Zeus out.